it was 1 out of 1,000,000 that have neuromyelitis. I'm like, wow, this is a rare disease, but that's what I have, and I'm walking around with it, but I'm able to walk. I'm able to get up and get up in the morning, and I'm just a walking miracle. That's what I am, a walking miracle. I went to bed one night, and I woke up, and I thought my hands was numb, and I fell asleep on them, but it was these 3 fingers on the right. And then I said, I'm gonna watch that and see what happens, because I might have to go to the doctor if they don't stop. And then that night, the whole hand went numb and tingling. And I was like, well, what is that? Then I started watching the other hand, and same thing happened to the other hand. The next day, it went up my arms, it went up both arms, then it went down my body, my stomach, my legs, all the way down to my feet. I couldn't even sleep in my bed anymore. The next day, they did an MRI. They said, come to the hospital immediately. We seen your MRI. And it didn't look good.
When she was diagnosed with neuromyelitis optica, she couldn't move anything. Absolutely, when you go to the therapist, they take the pen and they kind of like test you and see if you can feel. From neck down, she couldn't feel or move a muscle. She couldn't lift her arm. She could wiggle her toes just a little bit and maybe move one finger. That was it. She couldn't roll in the bed. She couldn't do anything. So she was totally dependent upon the care of Brooks, myself, and the nurses and physicians at the hospital to take care of her. She was 100%, and I wouldn't leave her side. I stayed by her side the entire time. To see, your loved one go through that's very difficult. And I was reading more literature on this stuff, and the literature wasn't all that good as far as outcome.
While I was at Memorial, Brooks came in and they gave me rehab. They said, we're going to give her rehab. They said, but you're young, we're going to work with you. And Brooks came in every day and worked with me and gave me rehab and worked with my hands and worked with my legs and my feet. And they got me out of the bed, and they helped me get in the chair and recline me up, and they just did all kind of stuff. And I appreciate Brooke, working, even in the hospital, they was working with me.
Through proper diagnosis and Brooks coming in to help with the occupational and physical therapy, that she has gained a lot of her independence back.
Since my immune system is weakened right now, I'm happy that Brooks is coming to my house to do occupational and physical therapy with me. So I'd rather continue at home. I'm getting better and better and better each day. I'm counting my blessings.
But really shocks me about a lot of this, that her attitude is so positive. I was like, wow, most people would just mentally just have a meltdown. She remained positive even as of today, just totally positive. And to see her walking now and moving around, laughing and talking somewhat to her normal self is truly a blessing. So I'm very grateful for that, and that I hope it continues.
You go to sleep one day, you wake up, and now you got a new life. But you had to get used to it and keep going. And my spirit is still up. And I still smile and keep going, because I got a life. I got a life to live. I got a husband, I got grandkids, I got a life.